Welcome to Great Cigars, great community. My name is Thomas.
I'm Super Dave.
And we are smoking today a Vegas by My Father Cigars and
I am smoking the Aladino, JRE Aladino, Connecticut.
Why'd you choose that one?
Because it's early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And I just woke up. And I'm running late. But we're here. And we're going to do a video for you guys and kind of introduce ourselves, and so you know the history of not how I got my name. That's a whole other video.
Yes.
But a history of how long I've been smoking and how long he's been smoking, and that's pretty much it.
How long have you been smoking for?
So I've been smoking for a little over 10 years now. Started off and on since when I was 26, and just did like once a month. Once a month.
Just when you had enough money to
when I had enough money to go buy a cigar or whatever, because that was a huge investment. You want to buy a cigar.
It was.
But not really. It depends on what you want. If you want to smoke good anyway, it was pretty much an investment. And started because I hate really say be cliche and say watching movies because everybody says I watched Scarface. I like the way Scarface looked with a cigar in his mouth, and it's not my thing. I mean,
right.
To me, it was a luxury thing. It was just something that people who not had money, but people who enjoyed life and enjoyed doing things with other people, enjoyed conversation. Most of the men that I knew smoked cigars, so. I just like, okay, if I want to meet people, if I want to network or conversate with different people and learn different things about other people, I would do that smoking a cigar and and having a good time. So that's why I pretty much started smoking cigars.
I think that's half the reason I started smoking, but the other reason was how nostalgic it is, and you don't see it a lot nowadays, and it's a very fine art to it.
I mean, you're seeing it a lot more now than what it used to. Now, when I first started, because let's be real, when I first started, Instagram was not a thing. Facebook was not a thing, I don't think. No.
And 10 years ago? 20 years ago? No. That was MySpace time.
Yeah, that was MySpace time. So you didn't have the big social media that you do now, but there was cigar smokers. You didn't have you have a few online forums that you can go be a part of and find out and learn a few things from different cigar smokers around the world. But that was the only way.
Yep.
So cigars were big then, but they wasn't nothing compared to what they are today.
Well, I think you got a whole new generation, my generation and the generation after mine, wanting that old style feel.
Yeah.
When we have all this new technology, they just want something that you don't have to fix or check on all the time. It just runs and works. Yeah,
and that's why I noticed about a lot of your generation. That's what's cool about this duo is the fact that we are not old. Well, I'm not old. I just look old.
I'm old at heart.
Yeah, and and it's that we both see different sides of it.
Exactly, and I think that makes the best kind of relationship as far as friendship goes.
Yeah,
and you see a lot of people nowadays that just can't sit down and talk about something that even if they disagree on it.
Yeah.
If you have an opposing view, then you're not my friend.
Yeah.
You cannot be my friend.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's another thing I noticed too is your generation loves the older stuff more now than my generation did. My generation like, we listen to old music, that's gonna be it.
Right.
We're not doing anything old fashioned. But there's a few of us that still does a lot of old things.
Well, I realized that in mine. All the I grew up with PlayStation 1, NES systems, and all those things. If I would have kept those, they'd be worth like millions now.
Oh yeah, the original anyway. A lot of people want the original stuff, but. So you know what I do. So let's find out. What do you do? I mean, I've seen you here on the computer, so I'm kind of curious as to what it is you're doing.
So I am one of the lead developers for First Form's My Transformation app, which First Form, if you didn't know, was a multi-national fitness brand. So,
that makes sense. I seen your T-shirt. I was like,
man, I wear those T-shirts like it's going out of style.
I was trying to figure out what is that form. I mean, it's a formula-looking towel, but with a periodic table towel. But I'm trying to figure out what it means. But it's the company.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And they
play on words.
They are the most patriotic company you would ever meet.
Nice.
It's really nice. But other than that, I like watching. I like watching cigar videos, smoking cigars, and talking the bull with Dave over here.
Yeah, I do weird things.
Like talk to random strangers.
Talk to random strangers. I do it all the time.
Yeah, you see that more with the cigar, like people.
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
Where they're just start talking to each other, buy each other a cigar.
Yeah, that's what I like about this community is the fact that you have guys who would just welcome you in and not judge you or not, they're going to judge you, but it's going to be like
they're not going to take it to heart.
Yeah, it's like it's guys,
Yeah.
It's like I can't say locker room because locker room is a little bit different, but
it's in the guy's sense that they'll make fun of you in front of you just to get some kicks out of it.
Yeah. And just kind of lighthearted type stuff, just have a good time, and everybody just chill. And
the first guy I met in here, I asked him for recommendations on cigars because it was my first time in here, and he walked me through the whole cigar room down there and explained to me all of them, and then bought me a Neanderthal.
That's nice.
It was a very nice smoking cigar.
That's a $12 cigar too. Just say it.
Yes, and I'm usually
here in Mississippi. Taxes are different in different places.
Really?
Yeah. Some cigars may cost $12 here. They may cost $13 somewhere else.
So Dave, what is the cigar you have over there?
That is the JRE Aladino, Connecticut. The Queen's Perfecto. That's what it is.
Looks like you're in your second, third?
Into the second, third. And what I like about this cigar is, though it's light, it's medium bodied or mild to medium bodied. The burn on it is razor sharp. To me, it's razor sharp. A little wavy, not bad, but razor sharp. And you get a little grassy hay flavors and whatnot, but still it's just a good smoking cigar. If it's a first thing in the morning, a nightcap, something like that, and you don't want anything heavy, this will be one that I would recommend you go to, is the Aladino Connecticut by JRE, because it is just a good balance. I mean, it's just a balanced cigar. I mean, I can't say a whole lot about it because it's so good. I like it with coffee. I like it. I haven't tried with bourbon yet. That's a new one. I didn't think about that. I need to try this with bourbon.
We do.
I mean, I have smoked a lot of JRE stuff with bourbon, but I haven't smoked the Connecticut with bourbon.
Well, you may smack me whenever I say this, but I haven't smoked very many My Father cigars. This is my third one, and this is the third one in the past week, just because we had at Spring Street Cigars a My Father's event going on. So I got a whole bunch of My Father cigars that the actual dealer suggested to get, and I've been trying to smoke those. But I can say one thing about them: they are the draw on these are amazing. Some cigars are give and take on this draw, but this is the third one, and these draw, whether it is a punch or a cut, the draw on these are just ridiculous.
So how long have you been smoking?
I've been smoking since December, which today is August, so almost a year.
He's a kid, guys.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
Yes.
Kids do grown-up things, though. Just saying.
We won't get into that conversation because kids are
doing grown-up things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so sad. Our fallen world.
So when it comes to cigars, how do you like to light your cigars?
I like to toast my cigars, and by toast, I mean you want to burn the outside, start on the outside, and work your way toward the center
with the torch, or
with the torch. I like doing torches. I know a lot of people use matches. The cedar spill. Cedar spills are nice. Don't get me wrong. I don't knock them. Cedar spills are nice. I like the smell of a cedar spill. I like the look when you light a cigar with a cedar spill. If I want to be a little bit bougie and have a really good Instagram photo, I would get someone to take my photo for me, and I would light a cedar spill because it just looks cool. But other than that, I mean, I use a torch because I like torches.
What torch are you using today?
This is the Cigar Alume double flame, and it is scratched up because this is my EDC lighter. I carry a lighter everywhere I go.
What about
fuel in it anyway? What
about cutting the end? Are you a punch? Are you a?
I'm so old fashioned. I'm guillotine.
Guillotine.
I like a guillotine cut. I like guillotines cut. Not a huge fan of the V cuts. A lot of people like V cuts.
I like them on some cigars. Some cigars, the head's just not built right for it. But some just the draw is smoother.
I don't knock them. I'm not a V cut person. I mean, I like my guillotines.
What kind of guillotine you got right there?
Another Cigar. I'm a Cigar nut. I like Cigars.
So you said you started smoking cigars because of movies. What were some of the good movies that inspired you to start smoking cigars?
That's a tough one. I'm trying to think of the movie that I watched that had a cigar smoker in it.
Well, we've had Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he didn't smoke a lot of cigars in a lot of his movies. He only had a few.
Yeah.
Last Action Hero.
Yes.
Last Action Hero, very cheesy movie, but Schwarzenegger was badass in that movie.
He was.
I'm just saying. And the kid was obnoxious. I mean, I didn't like the kid. He was obnoxious. But still, Schwarzenegger was bad. Because there's a scene where he actually walks up and he has a cigar in his mouth. And he lights it. And I'm like, that's dope.
I mean,
and it looked boss. It looked very boss. So, but yeah.
And he had that kind of style where he could just light it in his hand. That takes a while to learn how to do.
Because there was a picture of him I saw on Instagram yesterday of all black, and then he's got the cigar in his mouth, and it's like, all you see is the glow from the cherry of the cigar.
Oh, that'd be really nice.
And then it's like a very low light on his face, but it's pretty cool. Stallone has one similar to that where he's kind of has a cigar in his hand, taking a puff, and all the smoke coming out. It's black and white. That's pretty cool too. But
did he do a cigar in The Expendables?
He did smoke cigars in The Expendables.
Yep.
I think that's the only movie he smoked cigars in, if I'm mistaken. He might did it in some of his older ones, but I don't think so. Then you had the early 2000 release of Daredevil, the Ben Affleck one.
I think that was the best one.
I don't know.
That one and the new TV series.
The TV series is freaking awesome.
The TV series is quality. I doubted it for a second.
No, I did not doubt it. The TV series is awesome. And when they came out with season 2, that whole freaking first, episode 2 or 3 of season 2, and the fight scene in the hallways in the apartment building complex. My God, that was awesome.
Well, you know how it's cool how they have more different TV shows, but they all combine into one whole universe.
Yes, that's what I liked about Marvel thing while they did that. That was pretty cool how they roped it all together.
So, how long have you been smoking cigars?
So again, smoking cigars for 10 years.
How many do you smoke a day?
Man, I'm up to, it depends. I mean, on a regular day, Monday through Wednesday. I might do 2, maybe 3. The weekend, my weekend pretty much starts on Thursday. I mean, I still work on Friday, but my weekend starts on Thursday. So I may smoke anywhere from 4 to 5 that day.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot. It
does seem like a lot, and I run through cigars really quick, and my wife hates me because of it. But and that's one of the reasons why I don't smoke a lot of box cigars. I don't buy a lot of boxes because I smoke so many. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say that you're not tasting them. I know I am tasting them. I just enjoy my time smoking cigars. Mm-hmm.
What's the highest number of cigars that you've known a person smoke?
12. So, well known fact, Gary Oldman, when he played Winston Churchill in The Darkest Hour, smoked 12 cigars a day. That is, or during the shooting of the movie, he smoked 12 cigars a day. That is a ton of cigars. So Gary Oldman, who played Winston Churchill in the movie Darkest Hour, smoked 12, I think it was 12 cigars a day during the shooting of this movie.
Wow.
12 cigars is a shit ton of cigars. I'm sorry, it's a lot of cigars. After the first 3 or 4, I'm pretty much like, I'm not really tasting anything. I mean, I still can get the strength profile of it and the flavor of it, but it's not like, oh, this is amazing, I gotta have this, you know.
Well, I'm pretty new to cigars, and I mean, after the second one, I'm losing the flavors of it.
No, and that's because you're overdoing your palate.
Yep.
You're pretty much putting a lot of stress on your palate, so that would make you not want to smoke more. 12
cigars a day. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Those cigars that he was smoking, I think, were Cubans, and so they were running at 50 pounds a cigar, which is, I think the exchange rate is like $70 a stick. Woo! So, according to good old Google, he smoked $30,000 worth of cigars
during the whole
movie.
Oh Lord!
Well, it might have been, yeah, during the whole movie.
That's ridiculous.
That's
I bet he was like tired of cigars for a while.
So he had a stomach problem after that.
Really?
Yeah, he had stomach issues. A little gas in there, Gary.
Shoot, smoking that much, I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it either. I mean, I like I said, I enjoy a good cigar as much as the next person, but 12. Whew. I mean, I've heard stories of people saying they smoked, like, I think it was 19. And that was starting early in the morning and smoking all day long.
Those are probably the well-known businessmen that have to do it for a job or for business meetings.
But the thing of it is, another thing to look at, he may have smoked 12 cigars a day, but it wasn't a full cigar.
Oh yeah.
I do want to clarify that. I don't think it was a full cigar. So in context of time, when it comes to shooting movies and whatnot, they want it to look like the cigar is still in the same spot. So if you go back and watch that movie, you'll see where if he starts smoking a cigar, you won't see it in different stages of the cigar,
which is something that you see in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
like you'll see the drink, or if it was in a kitchen, the dishes would be clean one scene, and the dishes would be dirty in another.
It's a little bitty thing people miss in movies, and that's one of them, because it's just in that movie you don't see that. I mean, if he starts smoking a cigar at this point and you saw him throughout the day, where he may have drove and it may took 20-30 minutes to get there, then it may be a little bit further down, but it won't be the same exact cigar. So he's not smoking a full 1 hour, 2 hour cigar. He's smoking maybe the first 2/3 of it, then he'll go to the next or a next scene, and he's got another cigar, same thing.
But then once all of those are smoked down to that point, they can reuse it for a later scene and smoke the same one again.
Maybe. I don't know if I would want to do that, but it depends.
I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. It's pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's long, but it's good.
So I'm closing to the end of my cigar, and you look like you're done with yours. How was it?
It was good. I enjoyed it. The nuttiness, the creaminess, I got a little hint of caramel on it.
Now, was that throughout the whole cigar?
Not the whole cigar. It was just one of the times I retrohaled to get more flavors out of it. I could be wrong, and Justo's probably going to shoot me, but I did pick up a little bit of caramel on it, just a little tint. But when it comes to Honduran tobacco, Honduran tobacco is going to tend to be a little bit sweeter anyway. That's what I picked up on a lot of the JRE stuff I've smoked, but hashtag King Corojo, but King of the Corojo leaf. But it's a good morning cigar, and I want another one because it's so good.
Well, it looks like it paired well with that coffee you had.
It did. It was really good, and with my what do you call it, the red eye? Yeah,
the double dirty red eye.
The double dirty red eye. My eye's not red, but it's very dirty right now.
Oh,
well, it's seen dirty things anyway.
So I had the Vegas by my father's. Have you had that one before?
I have had that one. Did you pick up, or did you get the peppery, the bold peppery spice?
Yeah, it wasn't.
When you first lit it up,
and it wasn't kind of like on the tip of the tongue, but it was in the back.
Yeah. So that's another thing to look at, is finding out what region that tobacco came from, because once you find out what region that comes from, and you see other cigars from that region, you know there's going to be a peppery or peppery spice that you're going to hit, and it's going to hit in the back. Right. So you might have a cigar that is Nicaraguan, and one may be grown in Jalapeno Valley, and then another one may be grown in Esteli. So Jalapeno Valley may hit in the back, right? Esteli may hit in the front, right? So when you smoke it, you'll know right off the back, boom, that's from Esteli. Oh, that's from this. And then you look at the review, and you're like, oh, it is Esteli. And
the weird thing is, before smoking cigars, I didn't know there was a difference in white pepper and black pepper, and the flavor profiles you receive just from the cigar alone. Yeah. It changed everything.
Yes, it does. But yeah, it's flavor profiles for its pepper wise. The black pepper is going to be a little bit more pronounced, where the white pepper is going to be a little more, I think, a little bit more subtle. Usually, because I have not tasted white pepper, so I would say when I pick up pepper, I would say just pepper. Just pepper? Just pepper. I mean, it's just pepper, spice, or whatever. I just have to say that. So I'm Super Dave.
I'm Thomas.
And this is the NMR video. Great cigars, great community. If you like our videos, please share, like, subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know what's something you want to see on the channel. I mean, just to help us out. So really appreciate you, and thank you.
Thanks for joining.